EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Very short kick taken right at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Swift on the counter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
70, 70.
2nd and 4. The Sanders has got it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lions.
2nd and 11. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready,
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to about the 23. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to him, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
And Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
65 jack. Warriors 70. They smash. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Check. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. 18 Rattlers.
Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Michael Pittman from 19 yards away as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Stop low, 18. 65 catch, 65 catch.
They'll drop to throw. And Shark calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
18, 5 here.
2nd and 2.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but it's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
One to middle. Black, red. White, white. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Rig. Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Nineteen tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Moore, the man in motion.
Track him 60. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. Again, he finds more. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Now back to throw. This is Anderson over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Ready.
Cooper, the man in motion left. From the gun, here's Swift. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. Trouble.
Second and short now following the fumble.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, set.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, red. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Charles Red.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, confused.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Check, 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 check. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Street. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Hold the ready.
Moore, the man in motion.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Riggs! 60 Bobcats! Warriors 70s! Panther 11! Go!
Back to throw again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Cut back in! 60 Mavericks! Trap 60!
They'll set up to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continues.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Yellow, go!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Set, ready. Ultra. Go, ultra. Let's go. Hey, check, nigga.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Down. Blue striker. Real green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Moore, the man in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Moore, the man in motion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.